Hello and welcome to another Win Daily Sports Show. My name is Michael Brazil. I got my man Ghost here with me, and he is not wearing any glasses. I think that's a couple days in a row now. We are here to break down this incredible Wet Wednesday slate. We got a nice 10 gamer ahead of us, some fun spots, some really great narratives that we are just going to milk the hell out of, and a couple bets that we're going to place and enjoy it. Ghost Man, how you doing today?
It's good. Good day, bro. Wet Wednesdays, sponsored by White Claw. Not actually sponsored by White Claw, but unofficial sponsored by White Claw.
Love it. I'm for that. I'm 100% for that.
We're here for it. You have to do it every now and then, which
Absolutely.
is more than now. But anyways, we're good. It's a great slate. I love the slate. Absolutely love it.
It should be a fun one. Some really good spots to get a little different. Some really good spots to find some fun plays that we can mess around with. Make sure if you haven't already, smash that like button. We're trying to become YouTube stars if you guys haven't figured that out yet. One of these days, man. One of these days. And make sure windailysports.com/chat. 7 free days in that expert Discord chat. Ghostman, let's get right to it. First game I'm seeing on my slate here, using DraftKings pricing because who the hell uses FanDuel anyway? Indiana and Cleveland. Pacers favored by 5 on the road. Over-under sits at 218. Domantas Sabonis is questionable?
Yeah, I don't know what to do.
Here, like, I'll give you. I'm gonna mute myself and I'll just let you do your thing for a couple seconds.
Like, I don't know if he doesn't play. Like, do I even play the slate? I don't know. What do I like? I don't know what to do.
I don't know, man.
You have to play it. Like, it's just.
Yeah, it's maybe not tonight though.
I'm really disappointed. Really disappointed. It's
one
a smash spot too.
Yeah, one thing I can say is Cleveland +5 is looking pretty good, especially if he does get ruled out. So, just a thought. Anything else from this game? Anything less depressing from this game? How about that?
No, hard pass. Hard pass on this one.
Yeah, it doesn't, outside of Sabonis, doesn't look that great. Philly and Utah. We saw this game a couple weeks ago, and I think Utah blew the doors off them, if I'm not mistaken. Utah is favored by 2.5 on the road. Over-under sits at 231.5. So that's a nice total. That's a nice spread. Tobias Harris is questionable. I think that's about it. Joel Embiid going up against Rudy Gobert, Donovan Mitchell, Ben Simmons. We played this game only a couple weeks ago. Are we going back to the well? Is it Mitchell's turn now, or how are you looking at it from the narrative angle?
It's the same thing where, you know, Donovan, they still have that beef, and it showed in their last game. Like they were going at it. So you could play it. Personally, I'm not really attacking Utah's defense, but Ben Simmons went absolutely bonkers that game.
42 points. Yeah, that was without Embiid, right?
Yeah, exactly.
They lost that game though, right? They lost by double digits, right?
I'm pretty sure they did. Yeah.
So that's cool, I guess.
Stats were there. That's what we need from a DFS perspective. So we don't really care about that as long as one of these guys goes off. But right now, none of them are in my main lineup. But if you are entering multiple lineups tonight, where you're entering some large field contests, 40, 50, 60,000 people, definitely not opposed to getting some shares of Donovan Mitchell specifically off Ben Simmons at that price tag with Joel Embiid in, that's for sure. And now Tobias Harris is probable on top of that. So with their big 2.5, I guess I could call it, not really a big 3 there with Tobias Harris as your third guy. So we'll call it like a big 2.5. I'm off Simmons at 9,200. You could play Joel Embiid, but Rudy Gobert is still there enough that, you know what, would I take Embiid over Gobert any day of the week on an offensive versus defensive matchup? 1-for-1, obviously you're taking Embiid, but I'm talking like Embiid on offense versus Gobert on defense. I still give the advantage to Embiid, but there's just better spots for other centers on this slate that, you know what, I don't really feel like I need much exposure to this game at all. A little concerned about the line movement. I kind of like the Utah side a little bit, but the line opened up at 3.5 and now it came down by a point. So
yes.
Curious to see what Vegas thinks there. I don't know if it's the amount of money that's coming in or the sharp money that's coming in on Philly, but my original lean was Utah, so now I'm kind of backing off this game a little bit from a betting standpoint. DFS, I'm out. This game's going to play way too slow for me.
Yeah, it's going to be a pretty slow game. It should be a fun one, though. We can always just kind of say, you know, maybe a potential finals preview, right? That's always an easy one to do. I am on Utah -3. It's come down to 2.5, though. I'm still on it. I will tail this.
I like that side.
Yeah, we just saw it. I mean, like,
I'm really curious why the line moved. Really, really curious.
Curious to see. We will see, my friend. We will see one of these days, maybe. No, we won't probably. Detroit and Toronto. Your Raptors are favored by 7.5 and have about half of their team. Could you even say
It
half of their
moved up
team?
to 7.5.
I'm
It
seeing
opened at
7.
5.5.
Yep, I'm seeing 7.5 here on DraftKings. I'm not
Jeez, a
going to
lot of
fucking
line
touch this
movement
game.
today. A
Yeah, not
lot
going
of
to touch
line
this
movement.
game. We have Fred VanVleet out, Siakam out, DeLon Wright, OG Anunoby, Blake Griffin obviously is out, Patrick McCaw is out, a couple other dudes at the end of the bench, and Jeremy Grant is currently questionable, downgraded to doubtful. So Jeremy Grant is most likely
And
to
Josh
be
Jackson's out as well.
Josh Jackson is out. I missed that. I apologize.
Yeah.
God damn. I guess that's really all I can say from this one. There's value. There's value. Where is it though, Ghostman? Talk to me.
Kyle Lowry, I thought he was going to be like 40 to 50% owned, honestly, like this. But people, I don't know. I don't know if I'm excited. I don't know if I'm like frustrated. People love the new news aspect of DFS, and they see one guy ruled out and they just run to that game all of a sudden. They just forget that Toronto's down to an 8-man rotation today.
Mm-hmm.
How do you not have at least one Raptor in your lineup tonight? I don't get it. How can you avoid completely playing guys like Kyle Lowry or Norman Powell?
How is Kyle Lowry's PRA only 35.5?
That's what it is with Siakam and OG in the lineup.
Right? Like he hit 40 with the three of them just last game he played against Houston. Now he's been rested. Hopefully his back is healing up. It's been 3-4 days since they played. Longer than that. The 26th, it looks like he played last. So it's been 5 days since he's played. Hopefully he's rested up a little bit. Now he's going out there with nobody else on the team. Dude's going to play 38 minutes, like unless they just completely blow him out. But I find that hard to believe.
That's exactly what I want to touch on, right? And people are like, oh, like it's Detroit. They could easily win this game by 20. Like, no, they no.
They don't have
like
three
they
of
don't
their
have
5
the firepower.
best players. Yeah.
Who's dropping 30 points? Utah? Like Stanley Johnson? Who's providing scoring support to Kyle Lowry and Norman Powell right now? Outside of Chris Boucher, who's scoring? Aaron Baines is not dropping 30 points tonight. I can tell you that much.
I think so.
Like it's like these are spots where Toronto needs these games. Like they're still in like seeds 4 to all the way down to like 10 and 11 in the East are wide open right now.
Mm-hmm.
Heading into the All-Star break, like this is a game that they really, really need. And you know what? 38 minutes of Norman Powell and Kyle Lowry. Yeah, I'm really interested, especially, 20% ownership is high in relative speaking. It is high, but it's half of what it should be. You're talking about an 8-man rotation where it's not an 8-man rotation where it's an all-star level roster. You're talking about 3 guys that can legitimately score on this team. Like Bembry is not putting up 30 raw points. Aaron Baines is not scoring 30. Stanley Johnson, I don't even know if he'll score 30 in the post all-star break. Cumulatively after every single game, I don't even know if he's gonna score 30 points. Like it baffles me how these guys are not drawing enough ownership. So I'll gladly take advantage of it. 20% is a little bit higher than I would like it to be, but it's half of what it should be. So
exactly.
I like Lowry. I like Powell, especially on FanDuel where you need 2 small forwards and sky's blue. It's day ending in Y. Small forward absolutely blows on FanDuel. You only have to roster 1. You have to roster 2 of them. Stormin Norman's going to be in my main lineup 100%.
Stormin Norman, DraftKings, Harden, Taron Davis, THT, one of the Morris twins, Claxton, Steph Curry, Curry, DFS, Lillard. I'm a little confused by that lineup, but I hope you can read it.
Yeah, so
is it both Currys then?
No, it's Steph Curry. I think you just put a comma by accident there. So someone actually posted this exact lineup in Discord, like literally as I got up from my desk to come on live. And the one thing that I said is that I don't know about Finney Smith tonight, but if that's your last man in, it works. I'm not playing a 30% on Markieff Morris. I refuse. I don't care. They could be down to 5 players and he could play all 48 minutes. I don't care. I'm not playing Markieff Morris when he's the 4th highest owned player on the slate. And then on top of that, this is the perfect example where a lot of people are playing THT, and rightfully so, because LA needs scoring tonight. Mm-hmm. Why do you want Markieff in that lineup where you want THT going nuts? So it's like I get it, but and the large majority of the field is doing that. But if you take a step back from DFS and analytics and this and that, it's like take a step back and realize that you're playing 2 guys that play a very similar role, if not the same position at times, and you're contradicting your lineup itself. Mm-hmm. So for me, it's a very easy decision to play THT over Markieff Morris. THT is probably going to be 40% owned tonight, and I'm okay because all my studs are coming in ridiculously low owned, or at least half of what they should be. So I'm okay eating THD chalk, but I'm not playing at 25 to 30% on Markieff Morris. Not in this lifetime.
No, thank you. DraftKings single entry: Lowry, Hardaway Jr., Storm, Norman, Bagley, Boucher, Harden, THT, Burke. Too many Raptors?
No, like those are the three that, especially on FanDuel, when I made my mock lineup on FanDuel, those are the three that I had. These guys are going to soak up 90% of the scoring opportunities, 9% of the rebound, 90% of everything. No, like I don't want Bembry touching the ball. I don't want Aaron Baines dropping 10 and 10. I don't want these guys touching the ball. So realistically, if Toronto wants to win this game, it's going to be those three guys getting it done. So not necessarily too many there.
No Claxton.
Marvin Bagley. It's the only thing I was about to say. Marvin Bagley is not really somebody that I have all too much interest in tonight. I'm not living in the mid range. Like guys like Dennis, like we're gonna touch on them when we get to this game, but like Dennis Schroeder, Jalen Brunson, they're coming in 45 to 50% on. And I get it. There's no LeBron. You want to play Dennis Schroeder. Okay. Luka's like 90% not going to play this game. You want to play Jalen Brunson. Okay. But these guys are not 3 to 3.5K. They're $6,000. Like, look at what it does to the rest of your lineup outside. Like, okay, this one, you worked it well where you got Harden. But if you look at the chalk lineup right now, there's one stud in it, and it's Damian Lillard. Who's dropping 70 points? Who's going to be that slate breaker for you where you're like, man, I need 350 to 400 points to win on DraftKings tonight, because you will. It's going to be a very high-scoring slate. Who's going to be that guy that gets you above the pay line? It's not going to be a $6,000 Jalen Brunson. I'll tell you that. Are they going to have the little flame emoji beside because they went 6X? Okay, that's all fine and dining. But when your lineup puts up 300 and you don't sniff the cash line, it doesn't help you. So
damn,
I'm out on guys like that. Bagley kind of falls into that category for me. But again, power forward's really tough today. There's not like, and I guess that's why a lot of people are playing Markieff Morris. So if Bagley is your last man in, I'm okay with it. Trey Burke, I would like for him to start if you're playing a guy like that. But it's the perfect leverage over a 50% on Jalen Brunson.
Mm-hmm. I used the model today to put Jalen Brunson in my season-long team. So that's fun. Harden, Davis, Richardson, Zion, Patton, Lillard, THT, Claxton. A lot of Claxton today, understandably.
That's strong. I like that a lot.
FanDuel, Lowry, Schroeder, Harden, Hardaway, Powell, Ingram, Porzingis, Claxton, Patton.
Yep, that works. I like it.
And you heard about the trade? No? Did you?
Which trade?
Yeah, let us know. Yeah, and then Chief also says which trade. Thanks, Chief. Love that picture too. That is just a sweet-ass picture of a tiger.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Love that. Let's move on. James Harden playing in Houston, Lock Button City. Talk to me. I mean, what, you can get him plus 230 on DraftKings to have a triple-double. I think we hit that. Told all the boys. The group chat's all in on it, so hopefully all my boys got it too. So yeah, do we really have to spend time on this? I don't really think we have to, right? Let's go to somewhere else. Let's speed this shit up.
I'm pretty sure my exact words in my article were James Harden is in Houston. Play him. That is all.
Yep, pretty much.
He's had this date circled on his calendar.
Oh my god! And so of all the sports books, I've been getting promotions for like James Harden to triple double in Houston since like, I don't know, like December. So whatever, or January, whenever he got traded. Anything else from this game? This should be
a sneaky game to stack, believe it or not, because again, people want to play a 50% on Dennis Schroeder, 50% on Jalen Brunson. Go ahead. Rockets are down to 8 guys today. They have 8 active players.
Love it.
And don't forget that John Wall had a comment at his press conference that said that he pretty much called out James Harden saying you already want to leave and we're only 10 games into the season. You don't think John Wall remembers that?
I didn't remember it, but you remembered it. So that means
it's my job to remember that.
Yeah, it's literally your job to remember that stuff. I like that. Keep going.
You're talking 35 minutes of John Wall tonight and an 8-man rotation. A little beef with James Harden. I could see these guys going back and forth. Spicy. I like it a lot. Outside of that, I don't want any of the fringe players. I don't want the... please take him off the screen.
Okay, sorry.
Please take him off the screen.
Okay, he's off.
Play PJ Tucker tonight. If someone shows me a line with PJ Tucker tonight, I'm gonna boot them from the server.
I can do that. I have that power.
So I am playing Nick Claxton. I played him last week at 1.5%. That was fun. A lot of fun. And today it seems like people are still not catching on. He's coming in sub 3% on. So he's just going to catch lobs all day from Harden and Kyrie. He doesn't need that many minutes to get out there. Jeff Green is still out. Him and Patton are just going to take advantage of one another. Neither plays D. It's perfect. So there's some good centers and good matchups. I like the value double center, Patton and Claxton.
GD. That leaves you just about 6K left. You got Harden, you got Wall, Claxton, Patton. There's some spots we can fill in here. It'll be interesting. Yeah. Let me just give you the line. Houston, 10-point dogs. So yikes, and over under 227. So kind of low for a New Jersey game, but again, the expectation is Houston does not stay in it. Charlotte and Minnesota. Hornets favored by 3 on the road. Hornets are technically a playoff team, and the over-under of this is 234.5. That is freaking awesome. Gordon Hayward's still questionable. We don't know if he's out yet. Upgraded to probable, so it looks like Gordon Hayward's going to play. So a little bit of value is gone there. D'Lo, Malik Beasley, I think he got suspended, right? Yeah, he's suspended for 12 games.
He's supposed to go to prison or something. I don't know what's going on.
He's not actually going to go to prison. He's supposed to go to prison. He's not actually going to go to prison. Devontae Graham's still out. Cody Zeller, what about him? Is he's questionable?
I don't think he's going to play with the All-Star game
coming
up there. All-Star game weekend.
Is Cody Zeller an All-Star? No, I'm kidding. Anything from this game that you're liking? Karl-Anthony Towns going up against who?
Gordon Hayward playing in this game kind of ruined the Rookie of the Year narrative. Well, Anthony Edwards is nowhere near the conversation of Rookie of the Year, but number 1 and number 3 picks in that draft going at one another. LaMelo's been playing out of this world. Unfortunately, at 9,200, that's way too expensive with Gordon Hayward playing. Even without him playing, that was already ridiculously expensive. So I'm going to have 0 shares of anybody from this game. If you want to play Towns, there's 2 centers I like paying up for. Towns is one of them. So if you want to pay up for Cat, I'm definitely going to say no. Definitely not going to say no to that one. I'm so locked in on Patton and Claxton where it's like I have a hard time choosing between one of them, and I'm likely going to have both in my main lineup. So probably can't get the Cat. Hayward playing this game kind of ruined it for me.
Yeah, kind of does suck. But hey, LaMelo Ball, easy Rookie of the Year. I think it's like kind of a joke at this point. Let's go back to the chat, get a couple of these in. Still haven't heard about this trade, so I don't know. DraftKings single entry GPP, Harden, Terrence Davis, Zion, Patton, Levine, Claxton. Last 2 is a 2v2 between THT, Thad, or Sterling Brown, Tate.
I mean, considering you have Levine and Zion there, you could kind of get a mini stack with Thad Young. He's not going to be the guy that breaks the slate for you, but I said it last show. He's been so consistent, and he's that veteran presence that they need. Markkanen's still out. He's going to thrive in a game environment like this. So I would lean THG and Thad Young in that one.
Love it. Is your core Dame, Steph, Norman, Vooch, and Harden? God damn.
You can't fit everything.
I was going to say, that's nuts.
Dame, Steph, Harden, Norman on FanDuel. You could take out Dame or Steph and play Lowry or Fox if you want to pay up at other spots. And then my second shooting guard, I'm rotating Tim Hardaway Jr., THT, and Terrence Davis.
Love it. Chuck, damn, how often do I come here and go says both lineups are strong right away? Well, have you A, how much money have you been winning? B, it means you read and pay attention. And then Chuck comes back with Jeremy Grant is out. So
both teams are probably going to be on 8-man rotations. Like it's like
that's nuts.
A guy like Sadiq Bey catapults my rankings now, especially on FanDuel, where I had Derek Jones Jr. there written up at 5,100, and I had Sadiq Bey as my number 3 option. They probably flip-flop there.
Coming up, 3 max, Kyrie, Brunson, Baby Boggs.
This one's there's no Harden.
Oh, all right, get back to us. No Harden in that.
Can't do it, Brian. Don't do it to me. I told you this.
JFC. Look at that. Ghost, I'll boot you from the server. Deletes the lineup. Yeah, as you should. As you should. Harden, this is Davis, Norman, Utah, Claxton, Steph, Zion, THT.
Yeah, I mean, if Utah's the guy that makes all of that work, I love it. He can't hurt you at a 3K punt like that. It's 8-man rotation. He's going to get enough minutes where, you know what? What's the lowest output that you can have on a really bad night? 10 DK at 3K. A ceiling game is what, 20 for him? To fit the rest in, it's a no-brainer. So I like it.
Harden, Brunson, THT, Zion, Claxton, Wall, Tate, Patton.
I'm just trying to see if it's
familiar enough.
The 3 Houston is okay. The three those Houston guys are okay. Yeah, and then run another one with Schroeder over Brunson if it fits.
There you go, Chuck. FanDuel GPP single entry: Irving, Lowry, Harden, THT, Stormer, Norman, Bay, Claxton, Zinger, Patton.
I don't want to play Kyrie with Harden tonight because I want Harden to go for 150 DraftKings points. So
250 DraftKings points.
Yeah, that'd be nice too. Either one. I want him to drop like a 60-point triple double. DraftKings posted that on their Twitter account the other day. He had like 102 DraftKings points or something. So
love it.
I would love a nice little repeat performance of that. So I'm not playing Kyrie with Harden. Just try and get up to one of Dame or Steph. Go from Zinger to Draymond Green.
Nice. Yeah, go so huge.
That upgrade.
Very big Draymond fan today. Let's move on. Chicago, New Orleans. Got to find that line. New Orleans is favored by 6 at home. Over under is a nice 237. Very nice 237. Markkanen has been ruled out, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah, he will not play. So I don't know if that does anything for you, but what are you feeling about this game, Ghost Man?
Chicago actually set a franchise. I don't know if it was a franchise record or a season high record. They hit like 28 threes or 29 threes last time these two teams played. So guards against New Orleans are a thing. Zach LaVine is just, there's too many guards today where it's like, I don't want to take a chance that Zach LaVine duds in the spot where, like, if you're playing Zach LaVine over someone like Steph Curry, who's only $400 more, you're really chasing a Zach LaVine ceiling game at that point. So if this was a much smaller slate, or more so the fact that there weren't as many stud guards in such good spots, then I'd be all over Zach LaVine in the spot. But kind of tough for me to get there. This man I have some interest in. Zion at 91. It's like $600 too expensive than I would have liked to pay. But power forward is just so bad, and everybody's playing Markieff Morris in 2021. There's no better way to get different than paying up for Sabonis or Zion. That's my view on things. He's been an absolute monster, taking more shots. He's a lock to be 500%, 50% from the field.
I like 500%.
Yeah, that too. Who's guarding this man in the front court? Like, no one's guarding him.
Nobody.
Chicago's so bad in the paint. And then again, from the preview show, the preseason preview show, we said that Lauri Markkanen would get injured, and that'll catapult Patrick Williams into the lineup. Bada bing, bada boom. In so facto, it's exactly what's happening.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Nobody's guarding Zion tonight. Nobody. No one on this lineup can guard Zion, including Thad Young, very respectable defender this late in his career. Doesn't have the juice anymore. So
sorry, Thad.
Wendell Carter Jr. doesn't play defense.
Nope.
It's a good spot for Zion. I like it. I like him in this matchup. Outside of that, people were setting lineups with Josh Hart. If he's the last man in, I'm okay with it because New Orleans doesn't have to play big. I wouldn't anticipate Steven Adams getting all that many minutes, but my problem is Willie Hernan-Gomez has been getting a ton too. So you kind of want Zion at the 5 with BI and Hart out there altogether with Bledsoe and Zoe. So you really need New Orleans to go small, and you need Josh Hart to see that 30-minute mark for him to really pop. 18 to 25 points from Josh Hart tonight is not going to do it in an optimal lineup.
Not tonight. Brian's just stirring the pot. Kyrie is better than Harden. Don't at me. We have switched Kyrie for Fox and Zinger for Zion. Perfect. That sounds awesome. Actually, I really like that. Let's move on. Got a couple games left on this slate. These are starting to get a little later. We have a couple, an 8 and 8:30, and then 2 10s. Atlanta and Atlanta and Orlando. Atlanta is favored by 2 on the road. We were just all over Atlanta the other night when they blew the doors off Boston, if I'm not mistaken. We're actually we were on Atlanta. Now we're on Orlando. So for whatever that means, take the +2. I think I got him at 2.5, which is pretty sweet. Cole Anthony still out. Aaron Gordon's still out. DeAndre Hunter's still out. Cam Reddish still out. James Ennis still out. Capella, do we know what he's up to? Is questionable going up against Vooch. Yeah. I hope he just sits. Makes my life a lot easier. Evan Fournier is questionable as well for this game. Vooch at 10-3. No Capella. Ooh.
Yeah, John Collins might fall out in like 5 minutes.
Oh yeah. I'm excited for that screenshot to send you.
Yeah. You can play Vooch from this game, but that's it. I hate this game.
Perfect.
That's it. You can play Vooch and
we going.
That's it.
Oklahoma City and the Mavs. Dallas favored by 4.5 I
Moved big
grabbed.
time.
Yep, I grabbed OKC. It looks like Luka will not play, which means downgraded to doubtful. So yeah, Luka's not going to play. He did say he was still playing the All-Star game though, which is kind of cool. So that's nice. And we just got news Fournier is out, so that's cool. That's some quick news. What I know you're a big fan of SGA in this game. What is it about him tonight?
Dallas's defense is 28th in defensive efficiency. Like their defense is so bad, and their team is so bad. Like outside of Luka, this team blows. They don't have the shooting necessary to facilitate for Luka out there. So, SGA could go bonkers in this matchup. I have a hard time getting to him on either site just because of the fact that there's so much value at these positions where I don't want to pay up. I'm certainly not paying up for him on DraftKings, like ever. And then if I'm trying to get him in on FanDuel, it means I can't play guys like THT or Terrence Davis, which facilitates the rest of my lineup. So I would love to play him on FanDuel with James Harden. It's a good strategy to take with the amount of people that are paying down at that position with their second shooting guard, but it's really hard for me to get there. I did take his prop though, so that's where I have exposure to SGA. I got it at over 33.5, and now I believe it's at 34.5. His PRA, points, rebounds, and assists. So who's guarding it? No one's going to be able to guard him. It's that simple. All the usage is going to be there. It could be a game where SGA just goes out and balls out and has a lot of fun out there on a rebuilding team. This is the game to do it. I like
give me like 27 points tonight. So it's a real easy PRA.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Jalen Brunson's like 50% owned. Okay. Okay.
All right.
People will look at game logs. Like, okay,
stop looking at Jalen Brunson. Go for it. Listen to
it's just, again, if you slot in, we're actually going to do it. We're going to skip 2 games. Like, we're not going to cover that game. We're just going to skip just to put him in the lineup. We're going to put in Schroeder and Brunson in our lineup.
Brunson?
Just to show what I mean.
Where is
he's at 59?
Bang. Okay.
Look what that does to your lineup. You don't have the capacity now to jam in 3 guys that can legitimately drop 70 points on a slate. And there are so many of them on this slate. You don't have the upside. Are these guys going to get flames beside their name tonight? Most probably, yes. I don't care. Because then at that point, you're jamming in value. First of all, you're playing Schroeder with Markieff Morris, with THG. Okay. And then on top of that, after you're using that salary to quote unquote pay up for Kristaps Porzingis. Okay. Like, and you don't even have Harden in your lineup. Okay. Like, you do you. I'm not doing that. I can't get there.
Get Harden in your lineup.
Are these guys gonna have flames beside? I just want to make that clear. Are they gonna have flames beside their name? Yes.
Yes.
Is it possible that they're in the optimal lineup? Yes.
Yes.
But I would rather go to bed and sleep like a baby, knowing that Harden dropped 50 instead of 70, and I was like, you know what? It didn't work out in the spot. Then me say, oh, Jalen Brunson. No. I'm not taking a 50% on Jalen Brunson and Dennis Schroeder with Markieff Morris with THT. Markieff Morris doesn't even know how to play basketball.
It's true, he doesn't.
And you're playing these guys to pay up for somebody like Kristaps Porzingis. No.
What if we got Steph without Kelly Oubre though, against Portland?
Steph versus Dame is like my marquee matchup. Are we at that game?
I don't want to talk about that other game. That game kind of
okay. I hate that game. Yeah, there's a lot of ownership in that game. I don't like it. So
sounds like bad chalk. Don't want to eat it.
Steph versus Dame. These guys. I don't want to say they have beef, but they go at each other.
Yeah, it's.
Dame is from Oakland. Yes, the game's in Portland, but family's watching. It's big, and they're in the 3-point contest.
Isn't it crazy how much more fun the 3-point contest is than the dunk contest now?
Yes.
It's insane. Like,
well, when you have Anthony Simmons participating in the dunk contest.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Both these guys, are you in on both of them?
Oh yeah. These are the 2-point guys that I wrote up today.
And you said you like a little
Draymond over 7.5 rebounds and over. I got 8.5. You guys, we had it at 9.5.
Yeah, it's up to 9.5.
Okay, that's already good news. So
yeah, for you,
Jay can legitimately get 15 assists in this game. He's rested. Played 13 minutes in a blowout against the Lakers. Him and Steph barely played. They were well rested because they already knew they threw in the towel. They're like, we're not winning this game. They were down by way too many points at halftime. It wasn't happening. Dre and Steph barely played. Now they come into a game that It's basically, I don't even want to say it's a 2v2, but it's like, you can't really put Enes Kanter in a 2v2, but it's kind of that situation where it's Steph Curry and Draymond against Dame and
somebody.
Take your pick of the other starters.
Anthony Simmons.
It's going to be a 2v2. No.
Just saying, you know, come on.
This isn't Philadelphia. Anthony Simmons can't beat Golden State. He can only beat Philadelphia. Because they don't have good sports teams. But this is a spot where these guys are going to be going nuts. They're going to be chucking up threes left and right. There's going to be no defense in this game. Golden State plays at the second fastest pace in the entire NBA. It's going to be a fun game. It's going to be a really, really fun game.
Warriors favored by 2 on the road, over under 233.5, which is a lot of fun. Moving on to the last game, Lakers and Kings. Kings are favored by 3.5 at home. Over under is only 223, which is kind of weird for a King game, but that's because LeBron's out. LeBron's actually finally out, which is actually kind of funny. Like, it only took the whole season. Took the whole season. But LeBron and Anthony Davis are out. Tyrese Halliburton is out. Buddy Hield's questionable. Did we get news? Probably not going to get news. It's a late game. This game locks at 10. Kyle Kuzma questionable. Alex Caruso questionable. I mean, I understand why all those people are flocking to Dennis Schroeder and I guess the other 2 people on the Lakers. KCP 3,600. Why isn't he gaining any more ownership? I mean, I know he's bad. But
that's the thing. It's like, you're playing, and this is strictly a position thing. But again, why not? Like, it just because someone's playing a $3,700 power forward and they're playing a $10,000 point guard, why don't you just reverse it? Like, it's not just because you have a $3,700 power forward doesn't mean that, I have 3,700. I don't want to play Markieff. I have to find another $3,700 power forward. DraftKings is a puzzle. Like, you have to be able to maneuver your lineup. So it's like me seeing a $3,700 Markieff. The guy's not a good basketball player. Like, period. That's end of conversation. So if Markieff is the guy that gets 30 DraftKings points tonight, I will sleep like a baby, because I will never play Markieff Morris in a lineup. Period. Ever.
You're gonna sleep a lot tonight.
So it's like, you know what? People want to play a 30% on Markieff Morris. Go for it. Markieff Morris is coming in higher owned than James Harden. 2 completely different. Completely different stratospheres in terms of prices.
Ghost. Things you love to see. Let those people donate their money. Let them donate the money, man. I'm cool.
2 completely different stratospheres in pricing. 2 different positions. This and that. It's not apples to oranges. We're talking purely ownership. Markieff Morris is higher owned than James Harden making a return to Houston. Please explain.
They want to give you money. That's what they want to give the Win Daily Sports family money. Let's go.
Thank you for the donation.
We appreciate it.
But I'm not playing a 30% on Markieff Morris. And then you have KCP, a guy that's actually going to shoot the ball. And then I actually want to point this out too, because I wanted to go on a huge rant against Markieff in Discord, because I kept seeing people send kept seeing lineups with Markieff. We're going to pull up his last game, because I know that this is what the majority of people are thinking across the entire industry right now. They see, he dropped 25.5 last game, 34 minutes.
30 before the game before that. In 24
On
minutes.
What planet is Markieff Morris shooting 5 for 6 from the field every single game?
Well, he's going to shoot 5 for like 12.
He sucks. He sucks. I don't want to. And then we're playing Markieff with THT. If Markieff is shooting the ball, THT is not. How is that going to work? How is that going to work? Doesn't work.
Just tell me why you like De'Aaron Fox. We'll get back to positives.
Who's guarding De'Aaron Fox tonight? Dennis Schroeder?
I think so. Is he a good defender? I honestly have no idea.
No, he doesn't play D.
No
one's
I like his hair.
Fox. And this is a game, yeah. But it's a game where it's, you know what? Is it going to play slow relatively, unless Sacramento really pushes the pace? But he can legitimately score on every single possession. No Tyrese Halliburton. Buddy's questionable. This is a game that De'Aaron Fox can legitimately drop 40 raw. No problem.
Let's fucking
Nobody's guarding. Nobody. So I want to play De'Aaron Fox. Go for it. Montrezl Harrell is somebody that I could consider on the other side too. But again, it's just so many good centers today in good spots. And people are not going to play Trez because of what he did yesterday. And those are typically the situations where I do play him. I didn't play him yesterday because everybody was on him. Now it's the flip side. But I'm so high on Claxton and Patton in that same matchup.
Whoa, would you look at that? Claxton and Patton in this lineup. Harden, Powell, Bay, Young, Claxton, Wall, Richardson, Patton. Question mark.
It's good. If you want to find a way to switch out that Young, if you want to, like, these are guys that are rotational pieces. The Bays, the the Jay Riches, the Thad Youngs. These are all rotational pieces. So make a couple lineups, just get a couple different guys in there.
Get him in, get him out. DraftKings, large field, Harden, Ross, THT, Zion, Patton, Wall, DFS, Claxton.
Punt, shooting guard, and upgrade Dorian Finney-Smith.
Bang. DraftKings, GPP, single entry, Wall, Powell, Brown, Zion, Claxton, Harden, THT, Patton.
Is that Bruce Brown?
I have
if
to
it's Bruce
assume
Brown.
so.
If it's Bruce Brown, it's okay. It's just
right. That's
again, we're taking
small forward.
You don't want guys like that doing well. You want Harden dropping 70 to 75 tonight. So
well, what if? Hear me out. Harden has to get us 10 assists. What if all 10 assists are to Bruce Brown?
I'm okay with that. I just rather it go to Claxton.
No, I know.
I'd rather it be lobs to Claxton.
Too many nets. DraftKings single entry. Is this better? Harden, Terrence Davis, Sadiq, right? Claxton, Steph. Thanks for giving us the C there. THJ, Lillard. I switched out DFS and Marquise for THT and Sadiq. Is that how you say his name?
See, right? Sekou?
Looks like Sadiq.
Talking about Sekou?
No, I'm thinking of Bay. That's what it is.
No, that's Bay. Yeah.
I fucked up.
No, that's Sekou Doumbouya. See, like that's a guy. 8-man rotation in Detroit. How I rather take a chance that a guy like that outscores Markieff Morris any day.
Yeah, weird. Going back to Jace's lineup, he says he can switch Lowry for Wall.
Do you have Harden in the lineup?
Yes.
Just run two of them.
Just run two of them.
One Wall, one.
Love it.
Yeah, one Wall, one Lowry.
Harden, Davis, Edwards, Sabonis if he's in. Claxton, Wall, THT, Patton. Yeah, if Sabonis ends up being in like that could be the slate breaker right there. Because he's going to scramble to put all his lineups in. I made 3 changes. DraftKings single entry: Lowry, Hardaway Jr., Powell, Zion, Claxton, Harden, THT, Jerome.
Yeah, can you get from Jerome to Terrence Davis? If you can't, it's no big deal. I like that lineup.
Love it. Brian's bitching about us hating the Eagles. Every show, Brian. It's every show. Harden, Davis, THT, Scott, Claxton, Curry, Richardson, Lillard.
I wouldn't play Mike Scott. Tobias Harris is likely going to be in this game, so that's the only guy.
Glide switched Davis and Draymond. So
switched Davis.
Yeah, wait. Swapped to Davis and Draymond in the lineup above. So
instead of who?
Yeah, I'm confused.
Instead of Ross and Finney-Smith, 100% do that.
Because then that would be fucking awesome.
100% do that.
Yeah, that would work, right? Yeah, that would work. Cool. Did we do this one? Harden, Davis, THT, Scott. Yeah, we did that one. DraftKings single entry. Is this better? Harden, Terrence. Wait, really?
Sekou. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I fucked it. Oh yeah, Mark. Just thanks. And what's the best White Claw flavor? That's a good question.
Honestly, I don't really have a preference.
They all taste the same. That's the joke.
They're all pretty good. So
if we're talking like if I'm having one, I think I like the lime. But if I'm drinking,
I just got the first one of my favorite.
Yeah, if I'm drinking, I'm slugging like 10 black cherries. Like that's too easy. That's a joke.
In 10 minutes.
Yes, Glide says yes. He switched Davis and Draymond from the other two.
A lot more upside.
Okay to fade Harden in a large field if I have Dame, Steph, and Dre? No, it's not.
Why not all four? Find a way to get all four. I don't know if it's mathematically possible.
I don't think it is, but try. This one just says Sterling. I don't remember what.
We were Sterling about. Brown when he had Bruce Brown. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That works.
Cool. Awesome. Ghost, where can everyone find you on the internet?
At DFS_Ghost over on Twitter, and of course with the Win Daily team, windailysports.com/chat.
Nice.
7 free days. Make sure you guys come and join. We're joking around all day. Knowledge is flying left and right. The gifts are even more present. So we have a ton of fun. Make sure you guys come and join as soon as possible.
Everybody is going to the goddamn moon. Make sure to follow me at Michael Brazil1, us at Win Daily Sports, windailysports.com/chat. 7 free days in our expert Discord chat. If you haven't already, please just hit the like button. I see 33 people right now are watching. That number's probably wrong. It's probably more, but I don't know. So if all 33 to 50 of you could just click that button, it would be super helpful, and we really appreciate it. So just wanted to give an update. Can't get all 4. 27, 75 for those last 4 spots. Why won't they let you just not put in a spot? Like, I'll gladly not.
Because FanDuel did that and it was a colossal disaster.
Oh,
they had the
really?
lowest drop score, so everybody used to play a $3,500 player, knowing that they would score 0 points, and then they would just load up the rest of their lineup, and it was an absolute fiasco. So
love it. I'm in. All right, sweet. For Ghostman, for everyone in the chat, we appreciate each and every one of you. We will not be live again until next Friday, I think, because Wednesday's a 2-gamer. We don't do Thursdays. And then, yeah, we have the All-Star game. So hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you need to, go back and rewatch us. We'll probably do something during the All-Star break, just as hey, we're halfway point of the NBA. Check that out. Going to bring up all the old clips of Ghost making all the right predictions, which is always fun. But we appreciate each and every one of you. Look forward to seeing you guys next week. Have a wonderful Wet Wednesday, Thirsty Thursday, Fajita Friday, Mojito Monday, Taco Tuesday, Wet Wednesday, and Thirsty Thursday, everyone. Bye.